the track. Pump up the
jungle. This is murder by death. Jungle.
In the middle of the jungle like this.
My home.
Are we murder selector? Gunshot. brutal murder. Sound boys, it's like death in the arena.
That's what they call the jungle. Jungle, 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 jungle. That's what they call the jungle. Jungle, jungle,
Jaja is coming.
quickly prepares a poisoned dart while carefully watching his prey above. Quickly prepares a poisoned dart while carefully watching his prey above.
Check, check, 1 2 1 2. How's everyone doing tonight? Early arrivals, let me know, let me know. Can you hear us in the chat? Somebody else say something in the Zoom.
Big up, what up, guys? How you doing?
Can you hear us both? What up,
it's dark in here.
It's
Entity, turn your light switch on, man. We can't see you.
It's so dark in Entity's room right now. What up, y'all? It's Wednesday. DJs Not DJing. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Big up, everybody. Let's do a quick roll call. Who's up in here?
Rip Boy Soldier, No Use for Anger, Jess Rock, Demigod. Oh gosh, Darth Liquid. Those are the ones I see so far.
What up, Atrex 808? What up, Brooklyn 765? Captain Snacky T. What up, Charlie Eon? Welcome back, brother. Welcome here. Chef Dabber D 007. What up? Coobzilla. What up? Current Draw D&B. What up? Darth Liquid. Demigod 2000. What's happening? Deckcord 42. What's up? Babble in it. What's happening? D-List. What's happening? E-Rock here. What up? DJ M916 in it. DJ Stitch Jones in it. What's happening?
Hey.
Chilling. How you doing, sir?
Well,
You don't have to be rich to rule my world. I just want your extra time in your Netflix.
Big up to
that
Big E, the
shit's
channel boss. What's up, man? Gameplicity, Gaming 3plicity. What up? Just Trock, what up? Just on 77, what's up? Let's do this. Hostile Raffle, what up? Lexi's in it. What's happening, Lexi?
Hey, Lexi.
Liz Smith 03, what's happening? Brandy's here, what's up? Mutant Potato Pie, welcome back. Shogo C, welcome back. Scum Shop, what up?
Chef Dabber D 007. Now that is one hell of a nickname.
I love it. I love it. Underground Dance, what's happening? VO Swing, what up? Whiskey Fargo, what's happening? Welcome back. You're inside the 906 Junglist channel. Deadcore subscribing. 4 months of tier 1. Rude Boy Soldier rating in.
Nice.
I know, 4 months of tier 1. That's dope, bro. Rude Boy Soldier coming in with a raid party of 6. What up? Sneaky Snares, what's happening? Raiding in with a party of 13. What up, y'all? Welcome HJU. Welcome Sneaky Snares. What up? How's your stream, bro? Big up everybody from the raid. Yo, big up to HJU. Let's throw it up real quick here. Hold on, let me get it up on my screen. I'll get it up on my screen in just a second. What's up, y'all? I got love for the HJU, man. Seriously. Let me get it up on my screen right now.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, hell yes. Perfect. Let me bring it up in here. From here.
Hey, Entity. We found the light switch. Welcome back.
Check it out. This is the big raid going down.
Nice.
So yeah, this is dope, man. This is an amazing lineup of talent that's been happening all day. Big up to everybody that's been involved. That's super dope. Let me get the other. Oops, so meta. Let me get the lineup here. So far, we've had Dark Matter, we've had Nick Merchant, Infamous, Man Like Deep, Disco Kitty, and Sneaky Snares. Coming up after this show, we're going all the way to Los Angeles for Respect. Then we're gonna hit a Bento. This is gonna be crazy, and then we're gonna close out the night with Gypsy Kid. This is gonna be absolutely outstanding raid party. Appreciate being involved with this. Big up the HJU, Hardcore Junglist United. Let's keep building, y'all. I love it. I love it. I love it. Big up. Absolutely.
Big up.
What's up, Raiders? Yo, if you are in tonight's raid or not, join the party in the Zoom. The Zoom room is always open. If I know who you are, I'll let you in immediately. If I don't know who you are, then we'll go to this handy Too Hot for Twitch screen, figure out who you are. And if it's safe for Twitch land, then we'll bring it back to regularly scheduled programming. So yeah, jump into Zoom anytime, !Zoom in the chat, and join the discussion, or stick around in the chat room as well. That's definitely welcome. What up, Just Todd? Pick up all the people that just came in here. What's happening? Dylan Franklin, I see you.
Todd, how are you,
Spire, what up, man? Too Thought for Twitch. Oh my goodness gracious. What up, y'all? Appreciate you being here. Man,
yeah, man, it's always, it's Wednesday night, man. Here is like usual. Excited, man. Glad to be here, that's for sure.
Word up. Word up. Let's see here. I'm gonna allow this real quick. There we go. Boom.
Too Thought.
Too Thought for Twitch. That's a good one, Spire. We'll keep that. We'll allow that. We'll allow that for sure. In fact, we'll just keep it up on the screen for a while right there. Love it. What up, T-Bone? Appreciate all your help with the channel. T-Bone helped fix an audio issue, was instrumental role in that. Appreciate that. Big up
Nice.
Juice Drum and Bass and Portland Drum and Bass scene. Mad respect for PDX. That's the truth. Big up Beers and Beats. Big up everyone down in up for me. Up in PDX, up in Portland. What up, y'all? Shouts out to the entire Pacific Northwest. Got mad love. So, what up, Entity? How you doing, man? How was your week?
Not so bad so far. Working, picking up a kid from preschool. Just general chaos of a dad. That's basically it.
I could imagine. The home learning thing has been an issue with a lot of folks, and I know that a lot of folks are struggling with the scheduling of that. So big up to everyone holding it down with the parent life. Mad respect, man. Seriously. My little ones are doing awesome. They live with their mom. but I do see them very often, and we do spelling bees during the week, and we do Zoom school stuff. I help them out, and it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, these kids are like super good at Zoom. They're like 5 years old, and they're just like, yeah, you just do this to unmute yourself, and then, hey teacher, can you put yourself on the spotlight? I hear that, I'm like, what? You're telling the teacher? It's crazy.
My son and my daughter are my two youngest are two completely different people. My daughter, the other day, I get a text message, and it's my kid's mom's phone, and it's my daughter saying, "Hey, Dad, it's me. How are you doing?" I'm like, "How did you get? How are you texting on your mom's phone right now? What are you doing?" And apparently, her mom had left her ID information logged in on the iPad that she was using, and so she went into the iPad Messenger app and saw my name and just started texting me like, "Oh, there's Dad. Let's start talking to Dad," which is absolutely adorable. My daughter is like running through technology at an amazing pace. And then my son, who is 2 years older, 9 years old, my son, an example of a recent story from my son. He goes up to his mother and says, "Hey, Mom, I need to show you something. I need to show it to you in the bathroom." And we're like, "Oh no, what's this? What's going on?" And so pulls her into the bathroom, and he goes, "Mom, look, I have a hair on my balls."
No. Oh man. Wow.
So good. So good. So there's my quick story of my kids.
TMI.
That's my boy. So good. Wow. So good. Yo, big up to E-Town Junglist. Appreciate the raid. Yo, we got 3 raids from DJs, and you raided into a talk show. So way to hit the brakes. Apologize for any change of pace. In fact, let me do my due diligence and see who is streaming drum and bass in the forefront in case you need it right now, because we're too thought for Twitch at the moment. Let's see. Golden Child is up right now. So let me throw up Golden Child's Twitch real quick into our chat. And if you need some dopeness DJing in the forefront action right now, Golden Child's playing donuts. Okay, so he's drifting. He's not playing drum and bass. Then let's see. Top Everyday is up. Top Everyday is for sure playing jungle. So another stream that you can check out is Top Everyday right there. 2 DJs in the forefront, always spreading the love. That's how we do it in the Mountain 6 Junglist channel. It's not about fucking being the one. It's about us all having a good time with this. So if the talk show isn't your vibe right now, totally get it. Head on over to those 2 channels, and they're both excellent channels. Highly recommended.
If you don't think we look pretty now, it's not going to look any better by 8 o'clock.
Yeah, right. And another thing, too, we're going to be raiding in an hour and a half from now. So this is going to be a short show. At 8 o'clock sharp, we're going to be heading over to Respect D&B. Big up Machete. Big up the Junglist Platoon. Big up Respect LA. Fucking Dons. Straight up.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so the first thing I want to do is remind y'all of something that I've started doing now for about a month. And I'm doing this every week. I decided to start calling it the Rapid Fire Update. And what it is I'm just shooting off as quick as I can all of today's news related to streaming and DJing and the channel and things like that. It's always going to the YouTube, so you can type !VOD into the chat anytime. Subscribe to the YouTube if you want. Here is a quick look at this week's Rapid Fire. Also give you a glimpse of what we're going to be getting into on tonight's show. What's happening, everyone? This is your Tuesday update. Yes, I know it's Wednesday. I took yesterday off. Had kind of a busy day on Monday with the Jungle Cruise and everything.
Sound is good.
As in true Tuesday news update fashion, we're bringing it to you rapid fire. Let's go. A little quiet on the DJ news front. That happens every now and then from week to week. But one thing worth mentioning right now is OBS 26.1 release candidate has been announced and is available. It is a beta release. This is not a full release of OBS Studio, but 26.1 brings the virtual camera features to Mac OS. Yes, the virtual camera feature is now available in beta for those who are using a Mac in OBS Studio. Check it out. Big things are happening on the 916 Junglist channel this weekend, starting on Friday, going into Saturday, and then next Friday and next Saturday. Of course, I'm talking about the Dystopia DJ Battle. This is the second Dystopia DJ Battle we've had on the channel. The last one was a huge success. This one's going to be amazing. 18 DJs, an all-star judges panel. Keep an eye open for this graphic, posting on the socials over the next few days. Again, 18 DJs involved over 3 days of preliminaries, and then a final coming up next Saturday. That's going to be huge. Tonight on DJs Not DJing, we're going to have our awesome roundtable. Everybody is invited to come through and hang out, talk some shop. One thing I'm going to be going over tonight, people have been asking me how I do those highlighted comments in the stream. Some of them know that I'm using Streamyard, but they don't understand how I'm using Streamyard without actually streaming with Streamyard. So I'm going to go over that, how to add Streamyard into your OBS Studio and actually broadcast with OBS Studio and use Streamyard's features for free. Shouts out to everyone who's been jumping in the Discord. Make sure you join the Discord, especially if you want to add some topics to this Tuesday news update and bring some discussion to the DJs Not DJing roundtable. Everybody's welcome to join the Discord. Come on over. Appreciate you being here. 916 Junglist channel is back tonight, Friday, Saturday, every Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. We'll see you soon. Yo, so there you go. That's the lowdown of what we're going to be getting into tonight. Word up. I had it locked and loaded, baby. I'm trying over here, man. I'm trying to do something good for y'all and like have something good going on. Joshua Carl about to come in. Word up. That's all good. So let's get right into it, shall we? First of all, Joshua Carl, how you doing, man? Oh man, it's been a crazy week. The Jungle Cruise was fun. I did my first gig outside of the studio since March. Yeah, that was a lot of, thank you for watching. That was a lot of fun. It was good to get away. Like I said in a post on the socials, it was actually kind of therapeutic to walk up to like a bunch of equipment that I've never used before and just kind of figure things out, and all that stress of like being in a new surrounding. I haven't really had that all year. And it was actually really welcomed. I liked it. So, and of course I had a great time. Corinne and Duchess were amazing hosts. I don't know the right way to say it, but they were awesome. They were super awesome. Big up Disco Kitty. Would love to have you in the Zoom tonight if you're down. It's !Zoom in the chat at any time. And again, just kind of going over some stuff today. The first thing I wanted to talk about was OBS 26.1. So let me get it up on the screen here. Yeah. Okay, so let's read what's going on here. So what it says is obviously all the write-off stuff saying this is a release candidate. It's a beta version of the release. It's not intended to be the full version. And it says virtual camera output became available in 26.0 for Windows and now is available for Mac OS and Linux. So if you were running OBS Studio on your Mac, which is a lot of DJs right now, then you are definitely a candidate that would be interested in this update. Again, it is beta, so there could be some loose ends that they still need to tie up. I wouldn't run it as your primary, but this is promising. As soon as this release candidate goes full, then you know that the virtual camera feature for OBS Studio is coming to Mac. And even though it's kind of available as a plugin, the virtual camera feature is a game changer for OBS Studio. Yeah, much needed. And for those that don't know what that is, basically it allows you to output your OBS Studio to be recognized as a web camera in any other program like Zoom or Skype or anything that's looking for a webcam. You can prepare what you're going to present in OBS Studio and then send it out as a virtual webcam. And one thing worth noting is that in order to use this with the Mac, and I was curious because a Mac handles audio a lot differently, is you are going to have to install Loopback. Some DJs are probably already familiar with that. Yes, OBS Ninja is definitely amazing, and you could use this with OBS Ninja. This would be how you could use it with OBS Ninja. Yeah, for the win. Say you were doing a guest set on somebody's Twitch channel, and it was you wanted to have that person be exclusive, then you could easily just fire up OBS Ninja, send them the link, and then they can join with their OBS using the virtual cam. Piece of cake. 1, 2, 3, good to go. And now you have your headliner from anywhere. So this is super awesome feature that needs to come to a Mac OS. It's amazing on Windows. So those of you who are on a Mac, sit tight. You're gonna love it. And if you haven't already installed Loopback as a virtual audio solution, then that's something you're gonna want to look into. And let me see, where's it at? If I can find the plugin here. Right. Okay. It's all good. Also in these release notes, it says, if you previously installed the external OBS Mac Virtual Cam plugin, you may need to delete the old plugin by first deleting it from a certain location before actually installing this new update. There's some handy advice for you. Okay.
That's going on there. So yeah, I would say no matter what, delete it, uninstall it all the way out, right? Back up your scenes, back up, and then.
Thank you, Adagio. I apologize for that. I had you guys muted for a second there.
Oh. Well, I'm not cool. I wasn't cool enough for school.
I know.
Right,
all the way since the YouTube link, you guys have been muted. So that's like a good solid 4 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Hey man, I'm good with it.
And now we're back to the chat, so it works out.
Yeah,
we're too thought for Twitch this whole time. So OBS 26.1 looks really dope. Like, I'm excited for this for Mac users. I know a lot of my friends are streaming with a Mac, and they're not getting a lot of the features that we're getting over here on the Windows side. And one more feature for y'all is a good thing. So big up for that. What's up? And let's do some call outs here. What's up, chat? How's everyone doing? Carrie Mahoney, thanks for the follow. E-Town Junglist again, thanks for the raid. Adagio, appreciate the help. Andrew Soundclash, glad you're able to work your way into the Discord earlier. That's awesome. Welcome. Underground Dance, what up? Rude Boy Soldier, what's happening? So, like NDI then, very much like NDI, but NDI would be more useful on your local area network. This can be useful on a peer-to-peer level, especially if you're using OBS Ninja. It's also useful, like I said, with server-based chat apps like Zoom and Skype and stuff like that. Sup, Toka? How's everyone doing? Just kind of reading through these real quick. It says, going to head over to my mate's stream. Word up. Appreciate y'all. We're going to get nerdy today, guys. That's what we do on Wednesdays. If it's your first time, welcome. If not, welcome back. Basically, this is called DJs Not DJing, and it's self-explanatory. We're sitting here not DJing, talking shop, purposely trying to be the intermediate to advanced show. And if you're a new DJ, you're obviously very welcome. But we take things above a novice level on purpose and try to tackle things a little bit deeper. A lot of nerds in the room, a lot of surgeons, and I love it. Disco Kitty, how you doing? I'm glad you made it in.
Hello, Disco Kitty.
How was your set earlier? You're on mute right now.
I sorry, I'm still learning this because I have to go from like mom mode with this Zoom to now this. So yeah, but yeah, my set was cool. I celebrate 420 every Wednesday.
I love it. Gypsy Kid was saying that earlier on Facebook that he accidentally logged into his corporate Zoom under Gypsy Kid.
Yeah,
probably shouldn't do that.
My kid did as Disco Kitty.
That's amazing.
The teacher's like, what the fuck is wrong with this kid? Who's Disco Kitty?
I was gonna reply and say that my I manage about 9 people, and all 9 of them have let me go for probably 2 or 3 months now on Zoom with E-Rock as my name in there. Like, including leaders and bosses and everything. I know they're all just sitting over there giggling in the background. But when Gypsy Kid said that earlier, I was like, oh crap. And sure enough, I look, and there's my Zoom, DJ E-Rock.
So good. It's so good. I love it. That's some 2020 problems right there, man. Seriously.
COVID life.
The worst part is when you click the link, it just goes. It doesn't give you a chance to change.
No
it.
chance. That's right.
No, this is it.
And it's a work meeting, right? So you're probably either just barely making it on time or you're a little late. You're never going to check that crap.
Right. Yeah, totally. Like me with
pajama pants on.
Me with the stream title today. I left it up as the pop-up stream that didn't happen.
How many have the 2 or 3 second VODs from the, oh crap, I didn't change it. Stop.
Right.
Yep.
Totally. So let me get in here real quick. I forgot where I was at. Okay. So, one of the hot topics right now, that actually Entity brought this to my attention today. I didn't even see what was going on. Was, when we were looking at Twitch's support pages, specifically under the guide to broadcast health and using Twitch Inspector page. Let me bring this over real quick.
So I'm going over Twitch Inspector.
And let me post this in the chat. This link in the chat. This is where we are. And if you scroll down, it talks about the recommended specifications for your stream based on your resolution. So if you're 1080-60, it says to use a bit rate of 6,000, or rate control CBR instead of a controlled bit rate instead of variable bit rate, et cetera, et cetera. But what was really interesting, because a lot of this is kind of standard information, but good information. But what was really interesting is down here in the bottom for the audio portion, it now says that the maximum audio bit rate for Twitch is 320 kbps AAC, which is actually twice as much as it was before. To the best of my knowledge, it's been 160 up until Entity discovering this today. Is anybody else know anything different than I'm knowing, or?
I'm just changing the settings right now while we're talking, and I'll run a test stream, and we'll see what Inspector says.
Well, like I said, when we shared that earlier, I caught a video from Apos Fox way back in like March, April, when I was first trying to get things up, and he was kind of going down the road of 320 MP3 versus 320 AAC, where arguably 160 kilobit AAC is almost comparable to a 320 MP3. So blah blah blah. But why not just do 320? Because the difference in data sent to the channel is negligible. So why not do 320? So I've been at 320 since March, and I've never had any problems.
And it's really interesting.
Good to know.
I know that if you go into Twitch's settings and you go to the output settings, and if you change it to 320, there's also a box that you can tick that says enforce the provider's restrictions or something like that. And if you check that, it says that Twitch only accepts 160 as a max in the software. Now that could just be something that needs to be updated in OBS, because OBS maybe has that value set somewhere. I don't know how it works, but somebody's a lot smarter than me could explain it better. But I imagine maybe there's at some point in the coding, the max value equals 160, and they need to change that number to 320, possibly still in OBS. But I was looking for that video that you mentioned because we were talking about this earlier, Josh. I went looking for that video. I found one where he was talking about 44.1 versus 48K as far as the sample rate goes.
Yeah. I think it's in his, it's judging by what I was doing in March. He's actually has a guide to streaming like library, like 45 videos that break down OBS. And I think he leads off at like 23. So there's been a lot of things that happened since then. But like he literally goes through every single section and talks about everything, every single thing. I'm pretty sure it was in that. He calls it like the school. I'll see if I can pull it. I'll search while we're chatting here.
Cool. I'm really interested because one of the big things that I liked about Mixcloud was that they taunted a 320K PS bitrate for audio. And that's awesome. You know, YouTube is still only 128 AAC max. And most places are, I think Facebook is too. Facebook might be 320 actually. But I know that YouTube is still 128 AAC. And being able to stream out at 320, I'm down. You know, higher the resolution, the better. Let's go. You know,
I want to hear that bass in my car.
Let's go, right?
I play streams in my car.
Right, totally.
Running this out at the minute. It's not honkin' Billy. So I'm actually streaming our show OBS out over to Twitch Inspector, and right now it shows configuration check and excellent. So at 320, it's not throwing a fit right now. So I think at least I don't see any issues here like Josh is saying. That's for sure.
What'd you find, Josh?
I just put the link to the whole thing. I didn't. It's hours long. So
5.5 hour long video.
Oh Lord!
With no chapters.
I had to drive from Boston to Wisconsin, and I always drive the entire trip. Even though my wife's like, "No, you can crash," and I'll drive. I'm like, I can't sleep when you drive. It's like she steps on the gas too hard and steps on the brake too hard, and I'm in the passenger seat like every 5 seconds. So didn't sleep. I'm like, you know, if I'm going to be the one awake, I'm listening to what I want to listen to. I listened to that whole thing, and I stayed awake amazingly because it's not entertaining. A lot of nerd data, a lot of numbers, but if you've got the time, if you drive or you like listen to podcasts, even though it's a couple years old, listen to it. It gives you the foundation from which you can build more. And I credit a lot of what I do on my stream to having that foundation, just understanding what everything does. There's hardly anything now in OBS that I look at and go, I wonder what that does. Like there's no big red buttons that is scaring me, which is pretty comfortable.
Good stuff. Really good stuff.
I open up, whatchamacallit? No, I'm pretty good in Adobe Suite too, in Premiere. But if I open up Ableton, I don't know what the hell to do in that software.
I'm a Microsoft Paint 3D expert these days.
It's all you need for flyers. It's all going retro.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so let me put this up on the screen. This is what Underground Dance just sent in the chat. Bring this up here. By the way, I'm running Leorium board for the first time, and I'm not sure how stable it is with this build of OBS.
Are you on one? You're still in the beta?
I'm at 26.0.2.
0.2?
Yeah, so I'm thinking I'm okay.
But yeah, you might have to download the new Leorium board. They're in the Discord. They said something about if you're going to use the new Stream Deck, then you need the new Leorium board.
Got it.
Nice.
We'll see.
Okay.
If the stream takes a shit, y'all, just sit tight, and I'll be right back. Yeah,
we'll make it.
Exactly. I just got to wipe, and then I got a Mike Airstrike. I got a dude wipe. Get the Bati Minty, and then we'll be right back if that happens. This is what Underground Dance just sent me, and so basically what I'm looking at, first time looking at this, but this looks pretty cool. So this is a status, twitchstatus.com. Let me post this link in the chat as well again. This looks like a cool resource. I see.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I see the web servers are tracking the different spots, and it looks like we got a lot of green, a lot of good, which is awesome. And then there's some chat servers, a little bit of errors that are noted, but nothing major.
So these ingest servers, I guess you could you could go and find a specific one closest to you, or
Yep.
one that's not giving you shit, and then actually manually set it in OBS. That's really nice.
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah, it's a good list of ingest servers. This is an awesome resource. Thank you very much for that, Underground Dance. That's good
Well,
stuff.
there's one here in Dallas. I'm just gonna set my OBS right to that sucker.
And just to clarify about what we were talking about with the bit rate, the audio bit rate is not that whether or not you could send 320 kilobits per second through OBS, but whether or not Twitch would stream it to the viewers.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. You could send uncompressed audio if you wanted to, and just kill your bandwidth. But it all depends on what the provider is going to be outputting from what you send them. And if you sent them that, they would turn you down. But if you send them 320, they might just transcode it down to 160 and output at 160 still.
I'd love to hear from somebody who actually got the boot from, because you go to, like you're saying, Billy, you go to Twitch Inspector, right? And you put all that stuff in, and it puts in this big red warning label if you send at a higher bit rate than what they accept or whatever.
Yeah,
and it
I wonder
says,
if I can look at
your
my
stream
in my
could be
insights.
kicked. It says Twitch could kick your stream for this. I wonder if anybody's actually ever seriously been kicked for it's like, say, setting a CBR of 20,000 and you're sending like a 20 meg upload to Twitch. Do they really actually care? I don't know.
What is this link you sent me for GitHub entity? Let me bring this up.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that was basically someone putting in a pull request to make that change in OBS Studio.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't in
nice.
Twitch Tracker, isn't there a thing that shows what you're usually streaming at?
Yeah, the inspector does that. So if you go look at Twitch Inspector, it'll tell you all your previous streams and then like what you sent audio rate wise and video rate wise.
But wouldn't Twitch Tracker show what you actually broadcasted? Because they're just taking the numbers on their end.
Well, the Twitch Inspector is directly from what you send to them, isn't it?
Right,
So
but we're trying to figure out. We're trying to figure out what is actually being broadcast, not what we're sending. Like,
right, I got you.
Right.
Like Entity said, like we can send them 4K, whatever, but at the end of the day, they might put out something different. I know I get my reports after, and I always look to see if I have errors, and it's always 1080p 60, 320 kilobit, blah 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 blah. So there's never any reason for alarm. But if that's coming pre, not post, then I'd like to see post.
Is there a way, and this is out of my scope, but I'm sure that somebody in the room knows how to do it. Is there a way to inspect somebody's stream, like say E-Rock, where you have the Shack running right now? If you output the Shack at 320, is there a way to like go to the Shack's Twitch page from your browser and see what Twitch is outputting?
I'll try to set a couple of things up real quick while we talk here.
Okay.
Give me a second. I might use some kind of site that's not exactly a legitimate link, but give me a second here. Let me see what we can get.
Right. So Spire is saying on the desktop you can see the stream specs.
Right. The cogwheel.
Right.
But
so if you
doesn't
go
show
into,
audio though.
It doesn't show the bitrate of the audio, does it? It just shows the
So
the
and
auto.
that's what I'm saying here too. So when I look at, so I've got a site for getting videos off places. Let's just call it that. It's calling out the 1920 by 1080 that Twitch stream is at, right? And it's also calling out it's a live stream. But audio quality, I've just got downloaded MP4, but it doesn't tell me what the audio quality is. It doesn't seem to be able to figure it out.
Okay. So maybe Twitch is still outputting at 160. It says on their site that the on this back circling all the way back to the guidelines that we were looking at in the beginning. It says that recommended audio bit rate is 128, maximum audio bit rate 320 kbps AAC, and then your sampling frequency could be any. I'd probably just keep it at 48K. So I don't know.
Yeah, hang on a second. I think I might have found something. Give me a sec here.
What's up, Grasshopper? Zoom is always open to anybody who wants to get deep in it with us.
Okay, so this takes 30 seconds to run, and then I'll post a link in here if it works worth the crap. We'll see here in a second.
Well, for the next 30 seconds, we're going to give a shout out to all those in the chat. Big up Spire for all the wisecracks.
Zoom?
And big up Mike Airstrike. Did someone say something? I heard something. No? Okay. I got a million things in my head right now. I'm hearing voices. Big up Rude Boy Soldier. Big up Man Like Deep. Appreciate y'all.
So we're looking at the script on our end. We're going to try and find out through the script if we can find out the bit rate through the script.
Yeah, so here, I'm about to post this link. This thing's called a Twitch Analyzer. It's almost done. So did it pull up? It did. Audio AAC LLC 4800 hertz stereo 169 kilobits. I'll put it in the chat. If you put the link to a stream that is active and running, it'll calculate it for 30 seconds and then spit all this data out.
So now I'm not outputting at 320 right now, just so you know.
Right. This one right here. So I did it on the Shack, and this was the output. It's in the chat right now.
Okay. So, okay. So it's still capping at 160, basically.
Even crazier, it knows the encoder. So it knows X264, and it knows that I've set it to very fast or super fast. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. So maybe that's a partner thing. Like the other transcoding options.
Could be.
The Shack is not at 320, so I'll rerun this again.
Oh, I thought it was.
I can't boot
that makes
it.
a
No,
difference.
I was thinking about it. I can't. Actually, you can change that on the fly, can't you? Hold up. Let's see if we can change this on the fly in OBS. I think I can do that without booting a show. So stand by.
Do it live.
Yeah,
Live.
let's do it live.
I'll just I'll claim. I don't know what happened, guys. I don't know why it stopped broadcasting. I'll fix it for you guys though. No problem. Hang on.
Welcome to the nerdiest DJ show on Twitch, you guys.
We were in the chat. We saw what you did.
We're gonna need a maintenance change request.
I'm hitting stop stream. Shh, nobody needs to know.
Did you try turning it on and turn it off again?
Big up, that's a nice bike. Appreciate you. Bike. Yo, I'm really excited for this jungle battle coming up, man. The last one was super dope. The
Disco Kitty.
It actually was kind of springboarded having Zoom conversations like this on stream, because we were trying to come up with a solution to have really short DJ sets with like a judging round in between DJ sets. And so that's how we came up with what is now the format for Inside the Ride. I'm really happy with it. I think it adds a good element, especially because the Zoom room isn't just the DJs that performed that night. It's also people that are partying and people that are just having a good time, and like more of a real depiction of like the live events and the connectivity that we all miss. You know what I mean? It's not all about the DJ. So it's about all of us. Right. So, I think it's a positive depiction of that, at least with what we got. That's
Billy,
Nice Spike says, love it. What's that?
When you do Inside the Ride, do you use the OBS, the Ninja? Do you use the Ninja to do the remote camera?
Do not. No. It's a solution that we can offer. If somebody doesn't have Twitch, I can absolutely do it. But I actually prefer to have the DJs stream on their own Twitch. And the reason I do that on purpose is because it just increases discoverability. You might be on streaming for 5 people that are your friends and they wouldn't know otherwise. But also the 916 Junglist channel is averaging, 100 people almost right now, on Friday and Saturday night, especially Saturday nights. It's like in the 90s right now averaging. So, that type of platform is great. So we got all these people that are on the 916 Junglist channel that can easily follow a DJ who's already on Twitch. That it makes it a lot easier for the connectivity to happen.
Here you guys go. I can confirm. So there's the data. 297 KB, and that was after changing it to 320 and flushing the stream. So I stopped and started again.
Not
so
bad.
You can get 320. There it is, right there.
Well,
Nice.
would you look at that?
Nice.
So it looks like we are now going to have a 320K stream starting Friday.
And thank God, because all these iPhones put out such good sound out of the little speakers.
Yes, thank
Oh
you.
yeah, exactly. Your iPhone's going to really tell the difference. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So we have confirmed live, ladies and gentlemen. That's a beautiful thing about this show. And we have the collective mind figured it out, and we have factual data Appreciate what you done for us there, E-Rock.
You're welcome, man. No problem. I don't think the DJ that's live on the station even knew.
That's awesome. So I know some folks that are going to be let's see 320 audio going with 320 video resolution. That's some DJ shit right there, baby.
Finally, 320 by 320. I got it.
We're good. We're good. Good stuff. All right.
It's like back in the day when I first started video editing. I remember when HD was starting to come out, and there was all these guys like, "Oh, all my videos are 1080p." They were taking like 320 by 320 YouTube rips and stretching them to the canvas. And
At
I'm like,
1080.
No, you're doing it wrong.
I remember watching Groove Tech on Real Player, and I think they were broadcasting at like 128 kilobytes per second or some. It's so crazy to think how fast things are now.
Yo, Digit, thanks for the sub, man. Appreciate that. Awesome. Yeah, it's right. Like this is the media that we dreamed of in the late 90s, but we couldn't really achieve. And now it's like it's here. You know what I mean? And let's mess with it. You know, I'm into it. You guys want to take a look and see what Darth Vader is up to? Because I kind of want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Let's spy on Darth Vader. Hold on. Let me get him up on my screen here. This is our visit to Darth Vader. This has become a good tradition. Oh wait, let me get him up. I know what's going on. Man, this OBS browser sources are finicky.
Got to click the refresh 100,000 times. Just when in doubt, refresh. In fact, just refresh anyways.
Right? Let me get this up here real quick.
What was that? What was on the camera there for a second?
Oh my it's my spyglass.
Spyglass?
That's what it is, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Spies, I'm looking in.
Okay, so this is
I'm
what
your
we're going
eye
to do.
doctor.
This is going to be great because we rode him a little bit hard last week. And so I think that this is going to be awesome. Hold on, let me do this real quick here. Bring this down.
Josh, every time you say that, I think of that video you made where Quagmire ran across the screen for probably 5 minutes straight.
So good. So good.
That started in the gaming days when we were gaming.
So since we came in a little bit rough. Thank you. With Darth Vader last week, what we're going to do now is live on stream. I'm going to go into his channel and I'm going to drop a 5-pack on him. Let's see here. We're going to drop a 5-pack on Darth Vader live, and we're going to get his reaction. This should be good. So let me go into his stream real quick here.
You got the joke 5-pack, huh?
What's the over/under in Vegas for him saying a swear word? Just like, holy fucking shit!
What are you doing in here?
I think no. He's gonna go. Yes.
Yes. Right. Okay. Hold on. Let's bring up Fader. Here we go. Let's see. Okay.
Oh, I gotta turn it up.
Oh, the kitties!
Oh, I love it. Okay. Here we go. We're gonna. For those who are just tuning in, this is Darth Vader's channel right now, and we're gonna drop a surprise 5-pack on him.
We got to.
Let's see what happens here.
7%. Thank you guys so much for that.
He's in the middle of a hype train right now too. This is
30 seconds
perfect.
till it's about done and wound, and then we're gonna do Discord chats.
Here it comes.
A minute
Here it
after
comes.
that. Yo! Wow. This man must be watching me right now. What up, 916 Junglist? All my DJ brothers not DJing right now, just give it a 5-piece. Thank you guys. Thank you, Billy. Appreciate you. Big up.
He had the
big up your
promo
moms.
ready and everything, man.
Big up Billy Lane.
Didn't even miss a beat. Didn't even
My
miss
West
a
Coast
beat.
brother right there, Billy Lane. 190% on the hype train. Thank you guys so much. That was amazing. That was super awesome. If you guys got any emotes from the hype train, make sure you throw them in the chat. Let's see them. Let's see them. And his holiday toilet paper. Holy shit.
Oh, I love it. It's so good. So good. Big up DJ Darth Vader. That's the homie right there. Working hard on a Wednesday. That's his rock show. Killing it. Absolutely down to support that channel. That's a good person right there. Big up. Good stuff. And he was in the middle of a hype train too. That's great
the
timing,
best part, man.
right?
Awesome stuff.
We just threw him way over the top on the hype train, which is awesome.
Very nice. Very nice.
Hope everyone is doing well, and we are basically gonna be rapping about a bunch of bullshit for the next 20 minutes because we're a little bit ahead of schedule.
Nice.
But I do have a StreamYard demo, so actually that takes about 10 minutes. So let's run the StreamYard demo in a second. But before we do, any last words on this Twitch audio bitrate thing? I'm actually pretty stoked. I'm excited that we have validated proof on being able to output at 320 inside Twitch. This is awesome news.
It's great ammunition for everybody that's like, dude, don't even bother. Why do you do it? Blah, 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 blah. I'm just like, come on, man. Like, leave me alone. Let me live.
So I have a different question. I want to see if anybody else has run into the same problem I'm running into. So maybe I'm doing something wrong here. OBS wise, right? I'm going to kind of derail this a little bit, but I have a whole ton of scenes built. And what I'm seeing is the more scenes I build, the more overhead from a CPU perspective I'm adding on. And it seems to be about 0.3, 0.5% CPU usage on this box for every scene. And and I'm literally going through every single thing, unload every single little piece of it. So I'm on the hunt for what the hell is eating 50% of my CPU if I'm not loading anything. And what I mean by that is I can create a blank screen with nothing on there, right? Bring that sucker up and have nothing there, and everything else should be unloaded, but I'm still rolling 50, 60% CPU usage. Why is that?
It's two things. One, browser sources are constantly dipping and diving. I had an issue not too long ago where what the hell?
I don't know what that was, but it was amazing.
Yeah, we got our first troll.
Too hot for Twitch, man.
Yeah, my bad. I thought that was somebody else.
That threw me off.
I thought that was somebody else.
That wasn't that. Yeah, there it is.
Well, we had our first troll, guys.
I saw it on the playback. I didn't see it. I still didn't see the high resolution.
I can't breathe.
Luckily, it was no worse than a Little John stream. So I think we're going to be okay.
Oh
man, to try to get myself back on track after that.
Excellent.
First, something very similar happened to me, and I was ripping my fucking hair out. And basically, what I ended up doing was duplicating my scene collection, and then going through every single thing, and not just turning off. You guys in the chat know there's a difference. You can actually have something not load when it's not on screen. That's how you should do everything, except for pretty much your cameras. Because if you do that with your camera, sometimes you'll change to another screen and everything will have to populate, and it takes like a second. It looks like shit. Yeah. But I had to go through and delete every little thing. I ended up finding 2 random browser sources. There was nothing wrong with them. They were just eating like 6 to 8% CPU, even in the background.
So when they're checked to close, not open or anything, they're still eating?
Yeah, because there's still data. So I ended up getting rid of 2. And then the other thing that was a huge factor for me was heat. Even though I have my fans on performance and everything rocking, like, I had to put a little Vornado fan on. I have a liquid cooled, I have a HTI Platinum liquid cooler for my CPU. And
whoa! Did Darth Vader just do 5 out?
right back at you.
What a dick!
Back at you.
What a dick!
That's awesome.
So you guys just gave Twitch a bunch of money.
I was gonna say, big up Twitch for that one, dude.
Twitch is like, let's let these guys keep throwing money at each other, and we'll just take it to the bank.
Well, that's interesting. That's interesting, Josh, because I'd taken the advice lately of trying to cloud a lot of my stuff. So I was working towards clouding Triggerfire, and then I've also been clouding a lot of the overlay stuff. So, anything that's just kind of the social media links, or anything that's kind of just junked around what would be the main overlay, like for instance everything there, right? You saw how slow it is to load, but I'm doing that intentionally. I kind of like the lights flicker on thing, but that being said, that's good to know. I'm going to try to go back to these sources that are coming from a Stream Elements or somewhere, and then just try to see if they're chewing shit up.
Yeah, I got rid of almost all Stream. I switched from Streamlabs to Stream Elements, although I kept the Streamlabs emote wall because I just like the movement on it a little bit better. I don't really like some of the things that the other one does, but everything else over to Stream Elements. Stream Elements is really clean, but it's a little bit more wonky. I don't know if it's the servers or what. Like I've had raids come in and the notification doesn't pop for like 2 minutes. Like
hey, somebody triggered the snow. Big up. Who just triggered the snow? Babel,
Nice.
what up, man? Big up.
There you go.
Nice. Well, that's good to know too, because I same thing. I'll be glancing over at OBS and my stats are my Twitch activity feed's blowing up, but I've had nothing come on. And to your point, Alertbox and not Stream Elements, but the other one has done much better. It seems to fire consistently, right? So I never moved Capagen or Alertbox or any of those over for that reason. So I'm wondering if some of this overlay stuff is kind of the same thing you're mentioning with Stream Elements. That's good stuff, man. Thank you.
Of course.
I've been slowly converting my stuff over to Stream Elements, only because it's getting chilly. Only because
to cover up my nipples will get shut down.
I get weird responsiveness out of Streamlabs. Like it'll just stop working sometimes. The alerts will stop responding out of nowhere, and the next day they work again. And then sometimes specific alerts stop working. Like for a while, I was not able to see any donations on my screen, even though I had it selected. I tried turning the bot on and off. I tried doing it all. Tried logging out and logging back in. I tried, showing my bare ass on camera and smacking it, and nothing seemed to do it.
Hey, I bet you that was 320 quality audio.
Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah, it was Chris. Sample that.
hey, there you go. Now that is a replay. I'm gonna sample that. That'll be the new.
That's my new roller snare.
My new trigger fire right there, Josh. We can.
There you go.
You better believe I hit a stream marker, and I'm gonna clip the hell out of that later.
It was perfection. Whoever came in, man, he had that all set up perfect.
I thought it was somebody else too. You got me. I left my guard down. I even have my preventative measures. We could have gone there, and I didn't.
What's the firewall policy, Billy?
Yeah, if we don't know them.
Black hole the traffic first. Yeah. Allow the traffic second.
I know.
Implicit deny.
Hey, it could have been worse. It's actually kind of amazing. Let me get things up on my screen real quick here. Let me get ready for this this next thing. One more shout out to Darth Vader.
What up, Darth Vader?
Yeah, that's the homie. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Where's it at? There it is. Okay. So this next segment's going to take a little bit less than 10 minutes. And I cut it so that I wouldn't have to explain it live, because there's a lot of stuff that involves going into different websites and going into different parts of OBS, and what would take an hour and a half to describe live, I can cut it into 10 minutes and you'll get the gist. And this is going to move kind of fast on purpose, because this is going up onto YouTube possibly without a butt clip. I might have to put Mike Airstrike's face like over the top of it.
Nice.
Oh, what's up, Tweak Music Tips? Cove in the house. What's happening, bro? That's the fam right there.
What up?
What's good, man?
Tweak Music Tips, man. How are you?
You just missed some ass.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, we had some hot ass on the chair.
Oh, man.
There was a bunch of really good streams today. Tetley had a good one. Airstrike had a good one. On and on. It was a good day for Twitch, man.
Yep. Big up DJ Kova. That's the homie, man. He's putting down a lot of work, bringing in some top shelf talent, talking about some good topics in regards to Twitch and music production and DJing. Great show. Big up Tweak Music Tips. I'm a fan. I have my first badge, my founder badge, over at Tweak Music Tips. I proudly flex it every time I'm there. That means that I was there before it was cool. What's up, man? Big up, Cove. That's the homie.
I just feel bad 'cause I hung out on Facebook on the Facebook side watching that show for way too long, man. I could have got the founder badge too.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he was mostly on Facebook for the first
long time.
Yeah, for a while there. Yep, exactly. And in the beginning, it was myself and Spawn. Joshua Carl was hanging out, and we used to joke like we were the bad kids table in the lunchroom, just trolling in the chat. He wouldn't like mention any of our comments or anything because he really wasn't looking over there, and it was fun because we were just like the fucking the hecklers in the room. It was great.
He says you're now getting the VIP.
Oh, that's terrible news. You don't want that at all. I will abuse my pee. I will abuse the privilege.
He's got a 5-minute piss break coming up.
Here
right
it comes.
Now.
Right. Chewing gum like a couple of gangsters. You straight up, D. Straight up, man. All right, so let's get into this. Folks were wondering, this is something that a few people have asked me, and they want to know how I'm doing this, where I'm clicking on this, where these comments are popping up. And some people have gone so far as figuring out that, yes, I'm using Streamyard, but they still can't figure out how I'm using Streamyard and still using OBS and not actually streaming with Streamyard. And so I made this quick video, and let's check it out. It goes really quick. Again, just kind of soak it all in as like a quick overview, and then go back to the VOD later on YouTube and watch it, a little bit slower, and you'll be able to pick up all the little details because they're all in there. I made sure. Here we go. In OBS Studio, and what we're going to do is add the Streamyard features into OBS Studio so that you can broadcast with OBS Studio and still utilize some of the Streamyard features. In this particular instruction, I'm going to show you how to use the highlighted comments and banners portion of Streamyard. The first thing you're going to want to do is create your account in Streamyard. Follow the instructions on Streamyard's website to create your account. That includes linking your Twitch. It's not very difficult. If you've created an account on Twitch, then you can create an account in Streamyard. I'll hold you up to that. Once you've created your account in Streamyard, it's going to bring you to this dashboard. And what you're going to want to do first is create a broadcast. You can see I've already created a broadcast here. So you're going to choose your Twitch account and call it main broadcast, all right? And then click create broadcast. I already did. That adds this little main broadcast to your dashboard. Trust me, you're not streaming yet. Now you go into Enter Broadcast Studio. And it's going to ask you if you want to use your camera and your microphone. Just choose join without mic and cam. Enter without mic and cam. Use a display name. I call mine Bill, so I know that's me. This brings you into your broadcast screen, okay? Close out all these little pop-ups that come up. Don't worry about that. You're going to see you've got this comments thing. You've got this window here. This is Streamyard's broadcast control panel. And you can see right here, there's a go live button. Don't click the go live button. You don't need to do anything in here other than copy this address right up here. I blurred it out for me, but you're going to see your address. Copy that address. Now let's go into OBS. Okay, once we're in OBS Studio, we're going to go ahead and choose the scene that we want to add this to. In this case, we're just going to use the scene that we're in here. And I'm going to right click, go to add, and we're going to choose browser. So we're adding a new browser source, okay? And we'll just call this SYARD for Streamyard, okay? This brings up our browser source window. The first thing you're going to want to do is change this address to the address from your Streamyard dashboard that we just copied, all right? And for the width and height, go ahead and just make it the resolution of your stream output. I'm currently streaming in 720p, so we'll say 1280 by slummy 720. And we'll go ahead and hit OK. You can see that StreamYard has been added, and there is a color in the background that is covering everything, and you've got this no camera, allow cam and mic access. What the heck am I supposed to do with this? Well, if you notice, what it's showing you is very similar to what you have in here, okay? And in order to make this work, you're going to have to enter your broadcast studio from within OBS. And the way to do that is you need to interact with the browser source. So here's your browser source. You right click on it and you choose interact. And in here, we're going to go ahead and choose allow mic and cam access. Click this little link that says enter with no cam and mic. I know it's hard to read, but that's what it says. We'll call this one OBS Studio, so that we know that it's OBS Studio. We'll enter without cam and mic. And now you can see we actually have an exact copy of what we were seeing in our StreamYard dashboard. So in here, since we're interacting, we can close out of this. We're going to maximize this. And now you'll see that when we close this out, StreamYard has taken up the entire real estate, including this little logo up here. And that's totally fine. On to the next step. What you're going to want to do is apply a color key in order to remove or key out this sort of off black color that StreamYard has taken over the screen with. Okay, what you're going to want to do is click on StreamYard, go to Filters, and in here under the Effects Filters, hit the plus symbol, and we're going to go to Color Key. Go ahead and call it Color Key, that's fine. And in here for the key color type, let's click on that, change it to Custom Color. Then we're going to choose Select Color. And here's the pro tip. Down here in this little HTML box, the color is 6 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's the exact color. It magically keys that out. Boom. On to the next step, which is to remove this little StreamYard logo and then make it so that when we click on a comment to highlight in the chat, that it pops up on the screen. We're almost there, folks. So in order to remove the StreamYard logo, it's actually really simple. Just click on the StreamYard, hold down Option or Alt on your keyboard, and then drag this down so that the logo crops out. Really easy. Boom. The final step, we're almost there, is to add a browser dock in OBS so that you can highlight the comments on your stream live. And in order to do that, click on View, and we go to Docs, and we go to Custom Browser Docs. In here, we're going to want to create a new doc. We're going to call it StreamYard. And for the URL, paste in the URL that was in your original dashboard. Paste that same link in there. Hit apply. And then close. So now we're going to click on View, go to Docs, and we're going to select StreamYard. And you'll see StreamYard pops up with this familiar looking interface. Now, what I like to do is to mount this dock over here on the left because it's right by my camera. So for my situation, and you could do it any way you want, I'm going to drag it over the top of this, drop it on here, and now it creates another tab in the upper left. Once I have my dock up, you'll see you've got your main broadcast here. Click on these 3 dots, choose Enter Broadcast Studio, and just like everything else that's going to load up this screen, you're going to choose Join Without Camera and Microphone. We'll call this OBS Studio 2. Enter without cam and mic, close all the pop-ups that come up, and now you've got this little interface with comments and the chat ticking. So if I start typing in the chat, things post into the chat. And if I click on one of the comments in this little box, it now pops up on the screen as a highlighted comment. Click it again, and it goes away. You could do things like change the comments, the banners, the branding color. You can resize this doc so that it all fits nice and tidy like I have it here. And once you have it up and running, every time you launch OBS, this is going to be a part of your configuration. So when people start chatting, you can click on it and the comments come up. One thing to remember is that you have to enter the broadcast studio with every session. So when you're in OBS and you launch it, you're going to see everything logged out. So you're going to have to right click, interact, and then log in like we did. You're going to have to log into the broadcast studio up here with every session. That's the one drawback. Otherwise, you can use all of these features 100% free. And you could do it from within OBS instead of having to stream from within Streamyard. Hope that helps. Yo, we're back.
We're back.
So I hope that video was helpful. Big up Mike Airstrike. Appreciate that. Professor Billy Lane. Nah, man, I don't claim to know any of this shit. I'm relaying information that I learned like less than 2 months ago, y'all. In fact, I like to consider myself more of the delivery person, right? I'm not the person who knows everything. I'm just delivering the news.
The town crier.
The town crier.
Yeah.
And it's y'all.
The Twitch snitch.
The Twitch snitch, right? It's because it's y'all that like bring this information out. And I lean heavily on all of your expertise and all of your strengths in order for us to have this, Borg mind that we're forming here and learning this all together. So big up to everyone. Good to all y'all. You guys make it happen, man. Seriously. So that is, does anybody have any questions? I saw the folks were kind of going in on about resources, on how much resources take up. I saw Underground Dance was talking about using Wirecast and Ecamm. Those are awesome apps. Wirecast is amazing, also very expensive. But I'd love to look into that deeper.
Yeah, there's vMix too. I have a couple of friends.
vMix. That's what it is. That looks really cool too. vMix has all that stuff built into it. The comment highlighting and the bannering and the lower third, even the Zoom portion that we're using now, vMix has its own conference call stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking at their website right now.
Yeah, one of my good friends who's much smarter than me is always like, dude, you should move to vMix. Like you're kind of like hitting the roof here with this. If you got into vMix, you could do that. I'm like, dude, like I haven't even started. And he's like, I'm telling, and this kid's really, really smart. And I'm just like, I've got way too much invested already in OBS. So
can you, I'm assuming you can just move over, right? There's no way to get OBS, what you've done in OBS into vMix, right? That's going to be some horrid thing that has to be from scratch, right?
Yeah, it would have to be from scratch. I mean, I've thought about doing a trial and just feeling it out. But I'm pretty happy with this. So, I
mean, just looking at it, so it's not really that expensive. Oh well, no, because you want to get into HD and do full 1080. You're at $350 software license.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I will want some way to import OBS. Oh, I'm surely there's going to be something somewhere. Now there you go. That's the moneymaker right there.
Oh, we are going to do this. Yeah, we're already building a platform. I don't want to give away the secret, but we're building a new platform to restream so you can edit stuff. My husband does AI, so he's doing it. We have the technicality. Awesome. I'm not bullshitting. Like we can do this shit.
Sounds like a good time.
That's a good idea. I got to remember to do that. So say it again so I can remember to write it down. What was that?
Getting anything OBS into another product like vMix.
That's right, because I want to save my files for OBS too, and like, what if I want to move over to something and start paying, which I'm not, but like, I want to be able to switch.
You can save and export, but then there's nothing to do with them unless you take them to Streamlabs.
Right, in OBS or something.
So say it again. Say your terms again, so we can do the right research for it, because that's how I do this. So what is it again?
Do you want to be able to export your OBS scene collection and import it into vMix?
And realistically, looking at the OBS export, this is just a JSON script export.
Well, thank
this
you.
should be something that you could just run in from a Java perspective into something else. Should be, but who knows?
Awesome.
I mean, just looking at the file on my backup here, it's just straight up JSON. It's a nightmare. That's what my backup is 25,000 lines long. So.
Hey, Meta Pattern, I see what you're saying. So I'm in studio view right now, and you want to move the Twitch chat to span the top bottom of the right side of the screen. So the entire right side of the screen. Okay, so let me see. If
I figured out how to do this just the other day, actually. I even have the video pulled up.
Oh, so it doesn't hit halfway? Is that what he doesn't want?
He doesn't want the split
He
down
wants
the
a
middle.
full column.
Right.
Yeah.
I only see it splitting. Mine is splitting on top and bottom.
Can I post a link on the chat? Is that cool?
Yeah, of course, always. That is always a yes.
That might answer your question right there.
I mean, we even had
literally
a bare ass in the freaking Zoom today.
It was amazing.
Next time it might be mine. Whoa.
Whoa, we just have to pull that one out right there. Too hot for Twitch.
Yes.
Okay, depends on the scheme that you choose. Got it. Okay. I'm gonna dance logs off.
Nice. Thanks, Mike.
Now, in my particular layout scheme, I can't get it to do that. So again, I'm not professing to know everything. I literally share things that I learn as I learn them, if I think that they're valuable. But I've never tried doing that, and I couldn't personally get it to go. Has anybody in here tried it yet? Where you can expand the chat from top to bottom? I'm looking. Disco Katie sent a link here. Let's take a look.
I'm going to show you how to add chat to OBS, a ticker, and some other
That's
stuff.
what you guys are trying to do.
Whoops. Let's see here. I'm bringing it up right now. Bringing it up. Give me a second here. I have a million. All right. Bring it over.
Okay, matter pattern, I think it doesn't. But towards the, let's see, where is it? Towards the middle or end, like he starts saying how to measure it out and like expand it into the video.
Okay. Let me get past the ad here, even though Mandalorian is awesome. Okay. And let's bring this up. Good. Just 1 second here. Hang on. We'll get the audio up. 1 second.
My name is Nick. Welcome to another video. If this is your first time here and you...
Yeah, you definitely need to like...
Yeah, we're scrubbing.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's added... He's in preview.
I mean, I guess you could make it not float, right? Like you could have it. You can make it so it doesn't dock.
Right, not docked, so it's floating
Wait,
above
is this
everything.
the right video? Is this the right video? Yeah, add chat, okay.
Where I actually have to scale it down into place. But the next thing we're going to do is we are going to add the actual text that will go on top of the ticker.
Showing how to add it on.
To do that, we go down.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
there's a portion where he shows you how to measure it. Like it'll give the specs on how to make it bigger or smaller and wider.
When you want to click on the add icon,
right?
And then you go to image.
It won't go all the way.
And then I'm going to put
top
ticker
to the bottom.
Yeah. So what he's trying to do is
for how wide, maybe wide it is.
Even if you do resize, like
B
he's
for background.
here,
I'm going to click OK.
I don't think it.
Then I'm going to go find it. For me, I have a specific folder that is my desktop stream graphics. So basically, I know for a fact that this is where I need to go in order to get these graphics so it's organized.
Oh, like in Stream Elements and all.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is good information though. This is great information.
These are great videos because it's all free. It tells you how to do stuff for free.
Yeah, but what Meta Pattern is talking about, it sounds like you may need to either float it above your OBS, like not as a docked window, or Mike Airstrike is talking about maybe choosing some sort of pattern scheme that can fix that. I don't see that in mine. And I'm not going to throw my patterns
That's
around.
one thing I'll say about Slobs is because Slobs allows you to pick a couple of different layouts for your window. And I think one of them does allow like column style where I think The only way you could probably do that is if you got rid of all of the bottom elements of your OBS interface and then tried it and then filled the other ones in. It might allow you to do it, but I don't quote me on that.
Right.
Billy, do you mind if I talk briefly about an alternative to whatever it's called, the
yes,
the chat thing?
Yes.
So this is the people have asked me too on my stream what I use. I use a very similar program. It's actually developed by one of the gents who actually works at Twitch, and it's called Featured Chat. The developer's name is Sleventh Heaven, and I'll put it in the chat thing here. This is a browser source based pop-up chat on screen pop-up menu that allows you to change the colors to match your scheme of your stream. So like I use purple and pink, so I made mine purple and pink. It grabs their picture, you do the chat, and then the cool part about it was you populate a browser doc in OBS with the monitor, so it's actually like a second chat, and then you watch the whole chat, and it's got little pluses next to it, and then you just click the pluses, so you don't have to really do any other stuff. You just spit it out and it's done. So yeah, it's really easy. Can
you bring it in? Is it like a browser doc like that where
you just bring that into the browser doc, and then you go into the dashboard. You can do scheduled ones. You can do all kinds of cool stuff with it. They just added something else too. I think a ticker, which I haven't done.
Super dope. Big up, Meta Pattern. Hopefully we helped you go in the right direction with that, or at least acknowledge that you're not alone in that experience as far as the way that the layout is for the browser docs.
You know, Meta, it's not a bad idea, and I say this to people all the time. Go onto the OBS forum and request it. They've implemented things with lesser ideas. I have something on there right now begging for a meter for attenuated master output. So all our meters are all individual, but we don't see what our master is going out to Twitch, like a mixer. We only have lines. We don't have master. So I posted it in there. A handful of guys co-signed it. So, you never know.
That's an extremely big PETA when you're running Stream Elements and Triggerfire and local sources, and you want to try to make sure all of it's leveled out. You got to sit there and just fire things over the internet via cloud into your studio, so to speak, to level it all out right, or else you'll never get it right. That is a huge deal, man. You should give me that link, put it up in the chat. Let's all one up that thing.
Sure, I'll find it.
Hey, for Meta Pattern, Twitch has in the stream manager, you can have the chat pop out, and that'll be like a window that you can basically share the screen with OBS. You know how you like drag it to the side, and then if it's Windows, it'll be like it'll split the screen between this app and that app. You can do that or resize it to fit however you want on your screen. So that's a one solution, I guess.
Not a bad solution at all. The Twitch dashboard is super handy.
Yep.
And a lot of the stuff from the dashboard I've added as browser docs just because of how handy of resources they are.
That's what I was going to say. You can get the Twitch chat out of the OBS browser doc too. So if you're logged in Twitch there, you could pop that browser doc out, do the same thing as what you're talking about there, entity, and just blow a window up. I use a huge monitor for the chat. Just sits right in front of my cam all night.
I try to watch the chat. It's really, really hard, especially when it gets moving fast. And I'm like DJing like on a Friday night.
Yeah.
It's really tough. I'll watch back and I'll see that I've missed a lot of people's stuff, and I really apologize. It's not intentional. But it's really difficult to see who's chatting, and let alone like read what everybody is saying and understand what's going on in the conversation.
And run your show.
What's that?
And do the show.
And do the show. Right. And do the show.
We forgot all these buttons we're pushing.
Right.
Since we're talking about chat, has anyone noticed kind of what they introduced from a chat perspective feature-wise lately?
What'd you get?
So if you hop in a chat room and if you look now, you'll actually see messages, historical messages in chat that were there before you showed up. I've had that happen in a couple rooms lately now where, and that also staves off the One of the worst things I hate. So I love to make sure that I remove that little raid link off the end of the link whenever I'm being raided into somebody to make sure the count happens, right? Yep. But what does that also do? Refreshes the freaking chat. Yep. So if it's going like fury, like you said, you get in there and you're like, hey, what up, everybody? And then you're like, well, I need to refresh the link. You probably missed 5-10 people that said something to you, trying to just make sure you're giving the DJ love, right? So I think that's a really cool feature, and I really hope they continue to expand that shit where I can just get a historical log just like Discord or anything else, right? That would be a lifesaver, because then you can just pause the stream as you need to, which I'm already doing today. But even then, the worst things happen, i.e. a reload or something else, right? You're not losing the chat.
Yep.
Big deal to me, at least. And back to what you were saying, man, a question on that. So where do you park your chat room, Billy, when you're live? Where's your chat room parked? How do you monitor it?
It depends on where I'm at. When I'm sitting in my desk right now, I have the chat in two places. I have it right in front of the camera in my line of sight. You saw where I put the browser dock in that video. Mm-hmm. It's still there. It's sitting in the same spot. What up, Deep? And then
what up, Deep?
On my monitor to my left, which is that's another computer that's sending stuff over NDI, including this Zoom call. I have another instance of the chat that's really, really big, and so and that's where my a lot of my stream notifications pop up too, is on my left. So if somebody hits a raid, you'll see me, or somebody throws a couple of bits or whatever, I'll look over to my left, say, oh yeah, that's what happened, and then that's how I can tell. So yeah, the chat usually I try to keep the chat in my line of sight, so that as I'm reading the chat, it's like, I'm looking at y'all, which is important.
Here to the point now, if you see that's the studio, there's a studio computer and everything dedicated back there, but I've actually carved out DVS screen real estate now, and I just have the chat just on one monitor right next to the DVS. So no matter what, if I'm trying to find a tune, if I'm in the middle of a mix, if I'm done with mixing or whatever, it's always just kind of right above my right hand, so to speak. And back to what you were saying, right? It's the only way I know to keep track. So I'm always interested and kind of interested to hear what everybody else says too, how they keep track or where they park it, right? Because to your point, I've got a huge giant monitor here right in front of me, but that doesn't do me no good when the keyboard's here and I'm
right.
So
yeah. Someone mentioned Chatterino. That's a super cool it's like a web app.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Chatterino is cool because
I'll look that up.
It separates out the bot traffic, and it only shows what human beings are actually typing, and that kind of helps like see the conversations a little bit better.
It has timestamps.
We passed that test whether or not I'm a bot.
Right.
Isn't that from Blade Runner?
I think it's from, yeah. And then the Mike Airstrike just mentioned we've got a program called Chatty on a second monitor. It's like IRC. I've never heard of that.
Oh, nice.
I'm
going to look at that one too.
Yeah.
Especially if you said IRC.
He just posted the link just posted the link right there.
Oh, dude, that looks, oh my God. You need to check that out, Billy. We should put that up on screen.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up.
Oh, that's old school.
Yeah,
that is old school.
Oh,
right
wow,
there.
this looks great.
And it's got a viewer count.
Yeah, it does.
Let me pull it up here.
I opened the dashboard manager on a second Mac, and I have it in front of me.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm still off camera. I'd love to put it.
Oh, this is so AOL.
That's
Florida technology.
That looks like straight up like AOL, AIM, like or ASL, age, sex, language, or location. I mean.
Oh my God, this is awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I might have to look into this.
It looks like you can like full screen it too, so you can put it on a monitor and just like have it be huge on one of your screens.
That's the big problem with me, dude. Like even on the Mac, like I go into the on the Mac, you go into what's it called?
Mike says you can change the font. I promise.
Well, that's the thing. Like,
where's the fun of changing? Exactly. Where's the fun of changing the font?
Because if you're like 5 feet away, like that's what the problem is for me. I'm like 5 feet away, I can't read it, and I go into the Mac and I go, I can't think what it's called. It's where like people go to like add noises, or if you're handicapped, you can actually zoom in the text.
Hang on a second here. Mike Airstrike, what are you trying to send to us here? Look what I just put in the chat, guys. What I tried to install that program. What am I getting here? What is he sending, man? He's sending bad links over here. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you, John.
I missed it. What did you put in the chat? I missed it.
Microsoft Defender Smart Screen prevented an unrecognized app from starting. Running this app might put your PC at risk.
There it is.
Oh boy.
Naughty, naughty.
There it is. I had
Sorry, go ahead.
Delete that browser history.
He's bun Microsoft. There we go. Here we go. Quote of the day. There's been some pretty promising quotes. I mean, we'll give that one the quote of the day.
That's that Florida technology.
Fast track chatty app.
Yeah, I don't hate it. There's other pictures in here that you can look at. If you go down the bottom, there's some thumbnails.
I'm down. I would like to run a giant chat monitor. Right now, what I have when I DJ is I have an iPad that's directly above the mixer. So it's like between the mixer and the camera is an iPad that you can't see. And so I'm looking just under the camera and I'm watching the chat tick on the iPad. And I also have an instance of StreamYard up on the iPad so I can tap on the comments and highlight the comments on the fly while I'm DJing. Entity's asked me how I'm doing that before. He's like, how the hell?
Because you're hitting them like you're hitting your cue points. It's like the same motion.
Yeah,
I'm like,
and they're in time.
So yeah, that's the magic sorcery that's happening is there's an iPad off camera between the mixer and the camera that you can't see. And I'm just watching the chat and everything just underneath the camera. So, but I would rather put a giant monitor behind my camera and then just, and look at the chat that way. Almost like a teleprompter.
So always looking away.
Right.
Dude, this straight up looks like an IRC window. I'm in chatty now. I will never leave this again.
It's awesome, right?
It has pop-ups just like it and everything. It's just, that's awesome.
Word up. E-Rock's converted.
Sold.
Sold.
Well, what's really crazy is this means you could technically just park yourself in somebody's chat room, right? So even when Billy's offline, I could now just send messages to Billy's chat room.
And it'll always be live. And a lot of the times I'll see it because I'll have OBS running and shit like offline. And I'll see it. What's it? Darren knows. Rude Boy Soldier knows. He's hit me in the middle of the day throwing up a random emote in my chat. And I'm offline, but I can see it because I have OBS up on one of my screens. And so I'll be like, what the hell are you doing right now, dude? Like, how are you? He's like, oh no, I just felt like throwing up a random emote in the fucking chat room. I'm like, word up.
Yeah, dude. I'm multi-tabbing and everything. So now I'm in my radio station and this. This is going to be great. Best program ever.
Dude, speaking of names, no one told me my whole fucking name was up there.
Your government name is up on the
fucking Facebook.
We had that conversation. Not specific to you, but
see, it took me an hour and 45 minutes to figure that out. Jesus.
Oh man.
Sorry,
Bum crack hype subs was the line of the day so far. Deeps. You killed me with that one, dude.
Hey, what in chat, like I think it was in Deep's chat. It was like so-and-so gives everyone these rewards, and then it gives you this like hindsight 2020 emote. How the hell do you do that?
I have no idea. I've never seen it.
It's crazy.
I think you get those emotes from being part of hype trains.
There's that one. I know about that one. Yeah.
And there's a new one that's been jumping around for 2020.
It was like a reward. It was like this person in chat gave these people rewards, and then it gives you the emote.
That's interesting.
Strange.
Is that based off of stream points or points within the channel or something?
I don't think so. It was like a Twitch integrated thing.
Yeah, it's something for December, I think.
Yeah,
I'll have to look into that. I'll look on their Twitter and see if I can find it and bring it up next week. That sounds like something that we should be talking about. I was not aware. Under my radar, unfortunately.
I have it too. If you go into Hindsight 2020 emotes in your emote list.
Yep.
Ta-da! I have it too.
Right. But I can't figure out how you give that out because it came as a reward somehow.
Yeah, I don't know how I got it. I'm sure there's more. I thought I saw somebody put up a tree. Yeah, somebody put up a tree. Oh no, that's just.
I will do some research on it and report back on it next week. Maybe even make a funny video that's 10 minutes long, super boring, that y'all can just nod off to. I honestly, I really hope that video was useful for somebody out there. And I will be posting that up onto YouTube, so you can revisit that. And if you want to add, go ahead. If you want to add highlighted comments to your streams, you'll have a resource for that. What were you saying?
It's in the chat. It's a link for the Hindsight 2020 thing.
Perfect. Let's take a look at that.
So you cheer, you get exclusive emotes in the communities as well. It looks like, and subscriptions.
Let's bring it up.
From December. Yeah, go ahead and put it in the thing.
Yep, it's loading.
So while it's loading, I want to laugh at how hard it was that you said you have John Bender hair. Holy crap, dude. I laughed for like 25 minutes. And then after that in the chat, I was just like, how many Breakfast Club quotes do I know? And I just started bombing quotes in there that I know.
Dude, my hair is mad John Bender right now. I'm down. I'm letting it keep going. The silver mullet is coming through. I'm going for a full Einstein, hopefully. Let's see if we can make it happen. So let me catch up on what we're talking about here. So Hindsight 2020 FAQs. Unwrap extra perk when you support your favorite creators.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing those guys.
Access to first collection of 12 emotes. Okay. So if you cheer 300 bits or more, who wants to do it?
While we're at it, that last one is a tier 3 sub. Everybody go ahead and try it.
Yeah.
Everybody's E-Rock.
Yeah, E-Rock. MVP.
Yo,
look at that.
seriously, look at that. You guys kicked off a hype train.
That's where it's at.
Billy, aren't you glad I made up this page to get everybody to contribute bits?
Awesome. Brilliant.
Send me your bits.
The evil plan has worked. I got we're what 1,100 bits richer. I'm buying a sandwich after this. This is good to go, dude.
Nice.
Yes.
Help pay for the Friday tacos, man, like usual.
Right?
Yes. Bring me all the bits. Yes. Good.
I really do appreciate the love, y'all. Who doesn't, right? Who doesn't?
Josh, I'm in your chat room offline, and your bot is spamming me stuff.
Captain Marvel, you gotta look out for him, man. He's always trying to sell people. He's trying to sell people on my Amazon affiliation now.
That is exactly what's going on right now.
So I told you, man. He's trying to get me that money. He's trying to get that 30 cents off of the webcam you might buy.
Right. So that.
Have you anybody else explored this? You can sign up and do it. It's the vetting process is like non-existent. You basically sign up to become an Amazon affiliate, and then you link that to your Twitch. And you make a wish list of everything you use, and then you refer to when people say, how do I like the slider? So many people ask me, where do you get that slider? If they go buy it through my list, then I get a little bit of money. I have no idea how much, but you know,
I linked it for you, man. It's in chat right now, Josh.
I bet you it's more than a single stream an artist gets from Spotify.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a job, so I mean, you know, I'm like 2 months away from turning bottles in at the repository. So
I'm with you there, man.
I guess it doesn't help that I bought a computer.
Yeah, you've got it listed all the way down to the card, the video card, your motherboard. That's nice, man. Good work here, dude. That's cool.
Thanks, man. Yeah, anybody can do it, and then you can link it to your Twitch, and boom, Bob's your uncle, as they say.
Awesome.
You know, I wish they had a feature like this for a playlist, so they would get off our backs with this whole entire thing, and you could be like, well, I have links directly to this, and you can buy these tracks off of Amazon.
Right.
Amazon is getting more money on top of the half the money they're already getting from us anyway.
Right.
What's crazy is you can build a playlist and have it linked. So if like you said, man, like if they could do that in real time, it's a wrap.
Right. Yeah. The whole we know that we usually end up here eventually. But the whole music industry is going to have to change here, man. That's what it all boils down to. The way that we're consuming content is not the same way that it was in 1998. And that's when a lot of these laws were written and are still the same as they were since 1998. There wasn't even a YouTube back then. We were talking about Real Audio. Real Audio was like brand new in 98, man. You were lucky, right? There's one more thing I wanted to share with y'all. And this is a little surprise. Hang on here. I got to bring it up.
Hey, Catch 22.
If I see another ass, I might have to walk away.
Hey,
no, this is a one ass per show channel. What were you saying?
2 cheeks, though. 2 cheeks.
What were you saying, Entity?
One butt, two cheeks.
Catch 22 was like, hey, what about vinyl DJs? It's not really a rap. And it was like, you were talking about taking your digital in your controller with you on tour. So it's a rap.
It's a rap. Okay, so this is just a little bit of an oddball thing since we're a bunch of music nerds. And I'm going to post the link in the chat. This channel is back in season. We talk about streaming on the internet. This channel has been on the internet probably since the late 90s, coming out of South Market in San Francisco. This website is called Soma FM, and they're part of, what was it called, Live 365 or something like that back in the day.
I remember them.
Yeah. And and every year, this actually is this station runs 365, but every year I love tuning into this channel. And this is called Xmas in Frisco. And basically it is a wealth of off the wall, not for the easily offended Christmas songs that you've probably never heard. Super random shit. And I would recommend that you put this on. The Two Live Jews is coming up. Hold on, let's put it on. Two Live Jews Christmas rap.
Oh man, I haven't heard that in forever.
You guys hear this? I think you guys can hear
My friend had that album.
Wait a minute. You want to do a little Christmas rap? A little rap? A little Christmas rapping, baby. Like this. How do you do it? Fold it over, tape it back. That's how we do the Christmas rap. Everybody.
God.
Yes, it is very much like Dr. Demento. Very much like Dr. Demento. So if we're going to leave you on this before we raid out to my man, the Respect D&B crew. We're inside our final minutes. I highly recommend everyone bookmark that and even, utilize it as a resource for some off-the-wall Christmas music that you didn't even know existed. And some of the stuff, I got to give props because I've actually dove deep on this station for many years trying to find some of these songs. And I got to give props to whoever's programming this because some of this stuff, first of all, you're not going to find it Shazamming and you're not going to find it on Amazon or iTunes or anything. Some of the stuff was either like a 12-inch single that came out a long time ago that you'll never get, or it was like a CD single or a part of a CD compilation that you can only get on CD. It never came out digital, like a digital re-release and things like that. So yeah, Train Spotting hard on the Christmas dubs, straight up.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
I got deep cuts, y'all. I've been digging into this channel and a bunch of other channels like this for years, but this one's my favorite, and I wanted to share it with y'all.
That's awesome, Billy.
You should check it out, man. It's good stuff.
For hip hop, they have a really old one. It's been up since like late 90s. It's called The Beat Basement, and they play mostly all boom bap era stuff and like old school stuff, and it's 24 hours a day. Sometimes they play DJ mixes, but they mostly just play like track after track, and tracks fade in and out of each other.
Right.
And I mean, it's so old. It has things for like plugins for Winamp and like Microsoft Player, 1.0 and stuff. You start realizing how old
nothing wrong with Winamp.
I'm down.
So.
This has there's funny little bumpers every now and then in between that are like clips from the South Park Christmas episodes and things like that. And the whole thing is just really great. Someone pulled up a Blizzard. Awesome. The whole thing is really awesome. And so that's something that's good for the arsenal. And if you do have your small family gathering or whatever you're doing this year, I highly recommend, because I've done this, put it on in the background, just like low enough to be like at social level where they have to be listening to hear it, if that makes sense. And because a lot of these songs are parodies of like familiar songs, but it's like really raunchy version of the song, or like it's talking about something completely different, but in the melody of like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And it's pretty funny. It's actually pretty funny for like when one of your relatives like turns to you and says, is this really on right now? Is this the song that's playing? It's perfect, actually. Done, says DZ, right? It is such a good family troll, especially if you have somebody who's a real tight ass in your family. That'll be absolutely great.
We've seen enough tight asses tonight.
We've seen enough tight asses tonight. Oh, the zing. We're inside the final minutes. Can someone check and see if respect is up? I'd appreciate it.
Yo, thank you for having us as always, Mr. Billy.
My pleasure.
I enjoyed it.
It's my pleasure. Big up Meta Pattern for the cheer. E-Rock, thanks for cheering the bits. Your moms, thanks for cheering the bits. Appreciate that, y'all.
All day long, you know it.
D-Storms, thanks for the follow. Dude, Fader throwing the 5-pack back at me. What a dick.
If you don't get this.
Digi coming in with a tier 1 at 8 months. Thank you so much. Carrie Mahoney, thanks for the follow. E-Town Junglist, thanks for the raid earlier. Appreciate the host. Eric McAfee resubbing for 8 months at tier 1, day 1 number, bro. Thank you so much. Sneaky Snares, thank you so much for hosting the channel and the raid. That's a good look. Deadcore, thanks for this resub at 4 months at tier 1. That's a good look. So awesome, man. Rude Boy Soldier with the raid earlier. Andrew Soundclash with the follow. Big up. SLP DMB, thanks for the follow. Appreciate y'all. That's it. I was
going to say, that's a nice bike. You were talking about Winamp. I still run most of, if it's not some pre-cut thing and it's just visuals in the background, it's Milk Drop and Winamp still.
I use Media Player Classic.
There it is, man.
Whoa, throwing it back.
Yes.
Throwing it back.
Stripped down.
I don't see respect up. Can you guys confirm that? We can keep talking until they come up. It's fine.
Okay, hang on. Look in respect.
Yeah.
No, I don't see them yet.
Okay.
You know, while we were talking about the Dr. Demento show, which I was a huge fan of.
Huge fan of.
Roly Poly Fish Heads was
Roly
my
Poly
shit.
Fish Heads. Fuck yeah, Roly Poly Fish Heads is the shit, dude.
Hey, yeah.
I am doing I haven't decided on the date, but it's probably next week, at least 2-hour Weird Al tribute show.
Oh, I love it, dude. I love it.
So probably next week, probably next Thursday, I think. So
I did a Comic-Con set a few months ago as like a pop-up stream. And I played my favorite Weird Al song, which is Yoda. I love Yoda, dude. That's such a great song.
I need some Bobby Jimmy and the Critters.
Yes.
You got some of that?
I got some. Absolutely, I do.
Nice.
Oh no, I have a lot of the older cassettes, when I was a kid. So like a Surgeon, and Fat, and some of the other ones. I love those, but I don't know. I still think, I don't know, maybe Amish Paradise. I don't know which my favorite one. There's too many. I
think my favorite is since it came out, and it's still to this day, is Dare to Be Stupid.
Oh, that one was really good.
It's such a good song. It's like a Devo kind of knock, but it's so good. And the polkas are amazing.
Every one of them.
Yo, the Hamilton polka that he did. Holy shit, it was so good.
Crushing. There was a tour that he did just before COVID hit. This was like probably a year before, like 2019, I think. And he was doing a small venue tour, and he stopped in Sacramento at a little place called the Crest Theater, and he was doing all original polka, no parodies, no like silly stuff. This is like Weird Al. I'm gonna get a little less weird and get like heavy with like the polka love.
The deep cuts.
Yeah, the deep cuts, yeah. And I was really wanting to go to that. I didn't get a chance to go to it, but that would have been like that's some shit right there. Accordion champ, right? He's a beast on the accordion.
Oh, where's
I
that
lost
dude on
Jeopardy.
Twitch?
That was my favorite one.
There was that Twitch kid.
The guy looks like Turtle from fucking Entourage.
He just did like 12 hours straight playing covers.
He
on
plays
his
accordion forever, dude. Yeah, that guy's amazing. And he looks like Turtle from Entourage.
Too funny.
Yo, I'm still trying to find their.
We're part of this raid, y'all. I see you guys suggesting people that are up. That's super awesome. I'm always down to support. We are a part of the HJU raid, and the person next in line at 8 o'clock is my man Machete from Respect DNB. And as soon as Machete pops up, we're gonna drop in and show our respects to Respect. I don't see him up yet. E-Rock, if you could give me a status update on that, that'd be super helpful.
I'll let you know, man. I don't see him up yet either. I'm trying to keep. And what's weird is, no, I'm good. Yeah, I'll let you know, man. No worries.
Okay. In the meantime, I appreciate everyone for watching. I was kind of nervous about that video. I know it's kind of dry. But I figured it was either 9 minutes of dry or an hour of me fumbling through it live, which would make it even less interesting, equally as informing, but way less interesting.
9 minutes of dry or 5 seconds of ass.
Oh man,
Pornhub, eat your heart out.
That was for sure the unspoken moment of the show.
I was going to ask if anybody's ever seen Weird Al in concert before. Anyone?
No.
Yes.
No.
I have seen Weird Al in concert doing parodies. It was when I was a kid, and it was awesome. It was at the old Arco Arena here in town. But I have not seen him. This was during the Eat It, I'm Bad era.
Oh,
showing my age.
Arguably the best. Right.
UHF movie, yeah, exactly.
Dude.
Like, going.
Yeah.
Fader just rated you.
Oh, big up the Fader.
What up, Fader?
Yo,
Billy.
what up, everybody? Welcome. This is the 916 Junglist channel. We're just talking shop. Fader, get your ass in here. Exclamation point Zoom or jump on the Discord. It's in there. You know where to find it.
Yeah.
E-Rock, give us a status update when you can on Respect.
Verify their channel name for me, man, because I don't see them up still.
Respect DNB.
I don't
That's
see
what I
him up
thought.
either.
Respect DNB, right?
Yep. Let me put it up on the screen here. Big up all the Raiders. What's happening, y'all? Let me bring it up on the screen. Let's see.
Billy, I saw him in 1996.
Oh, sick.
He played. So there's a park in the middle of our city called Riverfront Park, and he played there. There's a little amphitheater. There's a huge amphitheater now, but back then it was like a couple hundred people. And it's hilarious because in that same week, I also saw Gallagher in that same week.
Wow, what an action-packed week.
Yeah, man, you could have tapped out the week after that. And
big up Jedi
fulfilled.
Spidey. What up? Dude, you got a Jedi in the Darth channel. That's impressive. That's impressive. The Sith army bringing in a Jedi. How does that even happen? What's up, man? Appreciate you being here.
All right, I think they're
I'd be a
coming up
Disney
live
fan.
now, man. I think I got a standby on their page.
You got a standby?
Yep, I do. On Respect DNB. Yep, they're just coming up.
Okay, let me know when he's out of standby. That way we're not dumping a hot raid into a standby screen.
Roger that.
Big up everybody who tuned in with Darth Vader. Yo, Darth Vader, jump in the Zoom if you want. That would be awesome if you could. In just a couple of minutes, we're going to be raiding into Respect Drum and Bass. The Respect DNB has been around this is their 23rd year, I believe. And they have been running every Thursday as a drum and bass in Los Angeles. And I had the honor of playing there. It is an incredible honor to be on the Respect roster, and I'm happy to have played there. And I'm looking forward to going back when we're back IRL. It's going to be awesome. This is the 916 Junglist channel. We stream every Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. And Wednesday is called DJs Not DJing, and you're looking at it. Bunch of DJs sitting around talking shop. It's what we do on Wednesdays. It's a good time. Fridays is called the Taco Rewind. It's usually me DJing. This Friday we're going to have a DJ battle, actually. But usually Fridays is me DJing and having a good time playing drum and bass, other kinds of music, reggae, hip-hop, good time. Saturday is usually called Inside the Ride. Again, we're having a DJ battle this weekend. But usually we host a lineup of DJs every Saturday, and it's awesome. What up, Fader? How you doing, man? How was your stream?
Hi. There he is.
Hi. Good. Hi, how are you?
Doing good. How did you like the little surprise in the middle of your stream there?
How did you like the little surprise back in the middle of your stream?
Oh, I know it. We were like, okay, this ended up being +1 for Twitch because we both leveled out on it. But
That's true, yeah,
But Twitch comes up.
Yeah, they made it happen.
Josh is y'all can just keep throwing them back and forth all day. We don't care.
Yeah, that's right. Bezo's just lying in his pockets, fucking asshole.
Right?
You're giving the emotes to the people.
Right? He's giving the emotes.
That's right. Yeah. Come get that tugboat, son. Come get that tugboat.
Billy, I'm not sure what's up, man. It looks like they hosted a different stream or something. I don't know.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
They're up, but I didn't mean to interrupt you, man. Sorry, they're up, but they look like they're hosting someone else. So I'm not sure. They went live for just this long, and then they transferred over hosting someone else at the moment.
Hey, big up Fantastic with the 200 biddies.
What channel are they hosting right now?
It looks like Station 1640.
Okay, so they're live from Station 1640. It sounds like.
Yeah, it says live Station 1640 and Respect presents Dinner and Bass.
Okay.
But the thing is their channel's not live.
Okay, can you send me that raid won't work very well? Can you send me the link to the station in the chat?
Stand by. Let me see if I can find it.
Yep. And then we'll raid into the station. That way, this all works.
Go a little longer than 2 hours. That way, I can just raid in and then hang out by the time you're done. Anyway.
Normally we would. Today we are involved with the raid train, and so we're trying to.
Oh, that's what's happening.
Yeah, that's why we're doing this. Yeah, normally, yes, we would stick around and we would have the post fader fade.
Right.
Let's get faded.
Get faded. I got the weed right here.
Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Do you know?
I literally. Go ahead.
Do you know what you missed today?
What?
We had somebody come in the Zoom and somebody bare-assed us in the Zoom.
We thought it was you.
We thought it was you.
Straight up.
Was it Harry?
Yeah.
No, it was not.
Then it wasn't me.
It was a straight up just spanking out, man. It was
well executed.
It was well executed. I could not be mad. We cut it very fast enough, I hope. And the clip is going to be amazing. That was our first legit Zoom bomb that we had since we started doing this. And I've been asking for it, honestly.
Good luck.
Yes.
You know, sometimes going wrong is what makes some of the best content. Like when everything goes to plan, like it's cool as a streamer, you're like, that was great, everything went well, but there's a chance it might not have been a good stream for the viewer.
Yeah.
When shit goes south and you're panicking and shit, like some of the best interactions I've had on my stream is like when my camera falls over and everybody's like, oh my God, the camera fell over. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna fix it, but I'm gonna let it keep falling over because it makes for good content.
Yeah.
My good source of content tonight was when I played a metal version of Genuine's Pony, and then my channel redeemed ASMR. So I literally whispered the lyrics to Pony
hot
to them for 2 minutes.
Good thing I didn't see that.
That's the kind of content I'm keeping here on Twitch, ladies and gentlemen.
Solid gold right there, baby.
Sign the fuck up. That's right.
There they go.
Yeah, everybody follow DJ Darth Faded. Everybody follow everybody in this. Everybody follow everybody. Period, man. So much talent in the chat, in the Zoom, everything. Like it's an absolute blessing.
Okay, Respect is not live on
They
my
are, but their
notifications.
audio is super quiet. Like,
It's not 320.
no, it's back to 320. It's not 320. That's right. No,
Topical.
No rating into a standby screen. That's what we're waiting on. We're sitting on a standby screen, Billy.
Word.
So Fader, it's great that you're here because we can kind of use you as a recap. We were able to confirm that if you switch your output settings to 320, that it will in fact Twitch is now outputting at 320. It's not capping you at 160 anymore. So audio is that much better now on Twitch, which is amazing.
What's his face? Nico from Mixcloud was on Cleveland Terry today talking about how like Mixcloud puts out at 320 and like that's such so if you guys care about audio quality and this and that blah blah then you gotta like, and I'm just like in the chat I'm like, man, Twitch is doing that too.
Yep.
Like
they've at least rolled it out since GlitchCon, and maybe even earlier, but it's been kind of a quiet little flex for sure.
That's good. I mean I think they should have.
Well, it's to me, it's them again focusing on the music aspect of their channel. Now, whether or not it includes DJs, we have yet to see. But increasing the audio quality is a +1 for the music channel
for real,
side of Twitch for sure. And I'm go ahead.
What else was happening with the recap?
We were talking about adding the comment highlights like that right
what
there.
You do with Streamyard, right?
Yeah, with Streamyard, yep.
Yeah, so that's super dope. It's clever because like when DJs doing like we do a shit ton of work as it is, but like that little extra thing that you could do in that moment is like that's dope. And if you couldn't you put like E-Rock or like Entity, like you could technically put them on it, you know what I mean? Like not trying to give them jobs, but like there, you could designate like a mod or like someone else, like,
the chat
to do
bitch.
That. You're on a schedule. It's your turn. That's me.
Hi.
Hey, we're in the Blizzard. Awesome. Big up to everybody who disclaimed that. Oh, Josh. Big up, Josh. Appreciate that.
Gypsy Kid on it, Billy. Really close. He's live. He's got sound. I'm just waiting for him to say pull the trigger.
Okay. Appreciate the status updates, E-Rock. That's a good look.
No problem.
And so, yeah, we were talking about adding that into StreamYard. One thing that I like about having the comment highlights when I'm DJing, when I'm actually like in the mix of things, is when I feel like I'm being a little bit chatty and not letting the tracks like play enough, I can use that as a way of engaging the chat without having to talk. I'll highlight a comment and point to it.
Yeah.
And that's enough acknowledgement right there where everybody gets it. You don't have to read it out loud. You don't have to shout out anybody. You like the whole, picture's worth 1,000 words. You highlight it and you point to it and laugh. And everyone's like, yeah, that shit is fucking hilarious. You know what I mean? Like, and you didn't break, you didn't get too chatty or whatever you were worried about because your reason for doing it.
It's engaging without being on the mic.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's a super handy tool for sure.
That's dope.
I like how it takes the profile picture. I'm sure there's somebody out there that's like, hey, wait a minute, I didn't want that to be on your stream. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's definitely happened.
Billy, I think you good to go, man.
Okay.
Whenever.
Awesome. Let's do it. We're going to be raiding into Respect D&B. My homie Machete is live right now. Yo, they are absolute drum and bass legends. West Coast D&B representing tough. I appreciate y'all. We'll be back on Friday for the Dystopia DJ battle. 18 DJs over 4 days is going to be incredible. So make sure you come through on Friday at 9:16 p.m. Pacific time for the Dystopia DJ battle. We're raiding out to Machete. Big up, y'all. Big up to HJU. Big up to everybody for locking in. Big up Fader. Big up everybody in chat. Hold me, bring it up right now. Big
Respect,
up E-Rock. Big up. Where we at? Joshua Carl. Big up Entity. Big up Disco Kitty. Big up Stitch Jones. We're raiding out. Big up, y'all.
Yeah.
Hey, we're clear.
Respect.